end. Okay, when you control things on the back end, what are the things that you are trying to control on the front end? So that's what all of this. So now under the settings, you've got writing. Again, this is not something, to be honest with you, it's not something you'll be coming to work with. So I'll skip it. Reading. Also, this is just basically where you come to set. You do some settings around what you want the homepage to be displaying. Is it the latest post, or is there a specific homepage that is existing which you want to set? A lot of times you won't find yourself working with this. No, like 99% of the time. Discussion, you won't need to come here at all. But of course, as a super admin, you have access to all of this. But discussion is basically where you set what happens with comments on the websites. So when users come to comment on the websites, what kind of users can actually comment on your website? So look at here, for example, you're saying email me whenever anyone posts a comment. Okay. Default post settings, attempt to notify any blog link from the post. Just common things here, you can configure. Like comment author must have a previously approved comments. So this just means that a new comment author or someone that is visiting your website for the first time, who is probably like just a spammer, they cannot just be coming to your website anyhow and be adding nonsense comments just because you didn't specify that first timers can just come and add comments to your website. But yeah, these are things that you can control here. All around the comments, you can control under the discussion. Then media setting. Again, the media setting, where you set what thumbnail size looks like, what the medium size of an image should look like, and what a large size of an image should look like. So all of this you won't even have to deal with at all because it's been pre-configured. You're only brought in once again to do work around posts, media pages, and maybe all of other features provided by installed plugins on the website. So, I mean, I've trained people who actually on the side, they've got their day job, but on the side, they are working as like maybe website managers or whatever, you call it, web producers and so on. And all of those things, you can offer your services on different platforms. And you'll find that there is a lot of people out there who actually need website managers, remote website managers who actually need remote web producers and so on. So yeah, so let's move on to the next thing, appearance. So I mentioned earlier that under the website configuration settings, you can tweak your website to look different, totally, and so on. So under appearance is another place you might find yourself working. Okay, so let's click on appearance and see what appears to us. So under the appearance, the most important part, which again you might not find yourself working with, but you definitely need to have the knowledge of it. Okay, and during our training, you can definitely work on this site with it. So under the appearance, you've got what we call this first button here, which is add new button. So if you want to add a theme, now we need to talk about the theme. The theme of a website is basically the look and feel of the website on the front end. Now, at the moment, the theme I'm using right now is called Minimalist Blogger. And if you can see this thumbnail image that appears here, it's just appearing like black and white, right? That is just giving you an idea of what your website will look like on the front end when you change the theme to this. So now let's look at the front end truly. Look at the front end, you see that it appears very similar to what you see on the back end. So the theme center right here at the back is where you control how the website looks. And you only need to set the theme once. Unless if the business has different themes. There have been cases where the business has different themes for different quarter of the year. For example, when Christmas is fast approaching, they have a separate theme that they use, which is like all around just reddish and so on, looking so beautiful and rosy, flowery, and so on. So they'll have other themes that they actually activate during Christmas time. During Easter time, they have a different one. So if you're in Nigeria, during maybe Eid al-Kabir time, they have different themes as well that they use for all of those seasons. So seasonally, you can have different themes for different seasons. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say here. So yeah, so at the moment we're using this particular one. All right. And let's try this theme here and see what happens on the front end. Look at how the website looks at the moment. So the website we're using once again is settlefast.co.uk. If I come here, and that will be your job. So if you want to change theme of your WordPress websites, you go under the appearance, and under themes, you find different options for different themes. And it might be that the developers will supply you like a zipped file as well, which you can just, the moment you do add new, it's going to be asking you, do you want to upload the theme, or do you actually want to search on WordPress? So WordPress has got like, they've got a marketplace full of free themes that you can use. As you can see, these are different themes. What are themes? Themes are just basically the look and feel of your website. So if you want to change completely the look and feel of your website, yeah, definitely you come and install the theme, whichever theme that you fancy, right here on that themes. So, and how we got there once again is right from themes. We see this add new button, to go and add a new button, to go and add a new theme. But if the theme is already here in your landing view under themes, then you might just want to activate it. Okay, let's activate this particular one, Ocean WP. Yeah, so it's asking us to install and activate Ocean Extra. I don't want to install too many things, but again, these are required widgets and plugins and so on that this particular theme wants us to activate. But yeah, in real life, you want to go there and just install and activate. And then on what does the front end looks like now? If I just refresh the page, so okay, I can only see slight changes really. Yeah, and I think it's because I didn't install and activate Ocean Extra, wherever that is. But let me do that anyway. I just didn't want to install too many things. Installing and activating. Okay, thank you for updating to this. I'll just keep everything. I want to see the front end and see what that looks like now. So the front end of the website is not totally looking different, but I can see some changes, which is just right here. So what happens when I click on this? Yeah, it's not totally looking different. I can see, well, this color is changed, and also the font style has changed, blah blah blah. Yeah, but there isn't anything fancy, and it moved the menu to the top right hand corner like this. Yeah. Let's see. The form, yeah, it's looking a little bit different. Not so big a change, but yeah, if there are other themes that you prefer to use, you can definitely try them out. For example, let's try this one. Let's try the 2023. Oh, okay, let's go in here, add new, and let's explore what they've got here. You can suggest to me if you like. Let's try. Okay, let's try this one maybe. I just like simple themes. Or maybe this one. Let's install this one. So this is gonna be like black and turquoise color. But let's see what that is gonna be. So basically on the back end is where you change the look and feel by changing the themes, right? And let's see what the front end is gonna look like. Okay, this is having a really good effect, as you can see. So this is actually having a really good effect, which I like. Yeah, yeah. That's looking totally different. Yeah, that's looking totally different. So see, it's transformed. Your content are still there. Look at all of our content, yeah, but only the look and feel of the website is changed completely. But the content is still there. Let's click on this particular article, and as you can see, yeah, the image is still there. And oh, but I think, oh, okay. I think our text is actually appearing as black. So black on black, definitely. So I mean, but yeah, it will require a few tweaks here and there, definitely. So, but that's what the theme does. The theme completely changes things for you. The look and feel on the front end makes everything look really, really fancy. Yeah. So I've actually seen a case whereby people do this training just to focus on theming, on WordPress themes on its own. So on Fiverr, on Upwork, and different platforms, they actually offer services as a theme customizer. So what that is you can help the business to install their theme, and you help them to customize their theme just using instructions that have been provided by the developers. So in some cases, some businesses, they don't have that time, or they don't have anyone who can actually do that for them. So you offer that as a freelancer. You can do that on the side, help them to set up. So basically, you install the theme as we've done, and you can also customize it for them. So you can see after installing, we have this, and installing and activating, we have this customize button here, which once you click, it's going to take you to where you can do some customization. Like for example, we've got an issue with our blog article contents appearing black on here. So usually under the customize page, like on the back end here, you should be able to make some changes to how the design works and so on. So yeah, but we don't have the time now to dig around. But yeah, usually the developers provide like a manual or instructions for installing, activating, and customizing the theme. So that's what some people do. They just help businesses customize themes. So yeah, so what I just wanted to show us here is how you can install a theme, and then you can do some customization. So let me take it back to what it was. I will activate this theme here. I'm just going to activate it. And now I want to go back to the back end of the site and see, oh, sorry, on the front end, and see that things have gone back to normal. Okay. Yeah, everything is back to normal now. So when you have your theme activated, again, customize is where you customize all of the functionalities around the theme. So let's click on this again. I'll just show you briefly. I just want you to have that knowledge so that in future, if you've installed any theme for any business at all, then you can actually be able to customize the theme for them. But again, developers provide instructions, or what we call instructional manual, for how you can actually customize the theme. So you have different topics here, like you've got like recommended plugins, background color, widgets. So say for example, you want to change your background color from white to something else. You don't want black anyway. So maybe to something a bit reddish or whatever. So you do all of that on the under the customize right here. And on the right hand side, you can see how it's going to look like. Of course, this is not perfect. It's not acceptable, of course, but I'm just showing you really quickly what you can do on the back end. Now, what let me see. You say you want to do like some settings to the footer. We know where the footer is, just around here. So headline color is this color, text color. You might want to change the text color to something a bit whitish now that you've changed the color, and so on like that. So that's where, under the customize is where you customize your theme. I tell you, like when it comes to all the CMSs, WordPress, for example, it's not something you can cover in the whole day itself, but I'm only dealing with the most important parts, which you would have to be working with on a daily basis. So another important part which you need to know is the widgets. So widgets are very important. You might find yourself actually working with widgets. So what widgets are is the whole page on the front end, whichever page of the website you are dealing with, the entire page as it is can be broken down into tiny bits. So, but usually they do this for the sidebars. So the sidebars just it means what you have. We have a right-hand sidebar right now, which is everything that appear in this column on the right-hand side. Okay, so you'll be able to change what this looks like, all of these things you've added right here, all of these things. So say, for example, you want to change the content, oh no, I'll say this 247 support, you want to change it to something else. You go to widgets. So just bear in mind that widgets are what we call all of these tiny boxes, and it's very common among WordPress websites. So if you don't have it as a sidebar, you might have it, and the sidebar might be on the left actually. If it's not on the left, it might be just somewhere appearing on the footer area. So it can appear in different area of a particular page, different areas of a particular page. So, but for this particular website, I think all of them just exists. They happen to exist on the side. Okay, we've got the footer widgets. Look at this one here. It has the Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, disclaimer. So let's go to the footer and see what those are. So it's got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, disclaimer. So if you want to add one more thing there, all you need to do is just click on the add block. So you just say add block here, and you just want to add maybe just a paragraph, and you just want to call it, what do we want to call it? Say TikTok. We want to call that TikTok. So again, we've not even touched the posting bit. So I'm thinking that tomorrow, because I think we might not be able to, especially because I think Femi, and I'm not sure if Tikra and the rest of you have your laptops with you. I think we can make it. Yeah, we can make tomorrow a day that we all edit all together. So you're going to work on the websites. We work on the website all together, and I'll give you the perfect scenario how tasks can be allocated to you in real life. So we'll start that tonight, but because of time, we might not be able to do exactly what I planned for us. But tomorrow we can dedicate that for it. So now you want to
tomorrow, please.
So at the same time, I think it's we do it at 10, isn't it? Or hold on, let me see. What time do we do on? Is it not 10:30 we do?
I'm working tomorrow.
Oh, you're working tomorrow, right? Yeah. But you'll be able to watch the video, and I'll actually give you all the access and everything that you need. And then if you have questions, you just come up with you just ping me basically. But I'll try my best to make sure that I give you all the important information tonight anyway, because again, WordPress is so massive, and it just depends on what function, what things you have to do on the website on a daily basis. Yeah, and what features the website itself has got. And we are only going through the basic features which every WordPress website has got. And that's why I think things like the widget, very important. Look at this TikTok now. If I want to make it a link, you can see an option appears at the top here. So then you add your www. whatever link it is, you add it there, and that is it. So even without adding a link, if I just leave it like this and I just say updates, so once you've edited your widgets within the widget area, okay, so again, we are trying to edit the links here. We want to add one more called TikTok. Currently, it doesn't exist. We've come to the back end here to add it. I just added it by clicking on the plus sign. It's very simple, very, very simple to use. Click on the plus sign, that appears for me. And then I just typed TikTok here. And after that is done, I just want to come and click on the update button. And then you see that. So it's saying widgets saved. So now if I go to my front end and I refresh that, so I can see that the color is not appearing totally as white. It's something that I can definitely control. I can do in the customize area. I'll sort that out later. But you can see that TikTok is not appearing here, right? It happens so fast, just like that. So, and even if, say on the right-hand side, how do you know which area you're dealing with? You can see from the name. This is a footer widget 1, footer widget 2, footer widget 3. We don't have anything under all these ones at the moment. And then you've got header area, header widgets 1. There is nothing there. The same thing for this and this, and then this. Okay, you've got some inactive widgets, which is nothing really. But the sidebar has got like a few things here, if you look at it. So the sidebar has got all of these things. This 247 that we're talking about is this one here that appears here. 247 support. So you can change it to, say, just assume that a ticket comes in for you saying that, oh, we need to change that 247 support to support 247